What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 fragrances, each fragrance in a different budget range for the hot weather. So this was actually my fiance's idea, and there's pretty much going to be like a cheapy, like lower, or not even, it's just like a regular pay range for a fragrance. Then there's a little bit of higher, then higher, and then highest, right? So let's go ahead and get started with this video. So the first fragrance I'm going to mention is going to be a fragrance that I'm not sure if it's being discontinued, but I believe it's getting harder to find. Not too sure how easy it is to find now, but this is the fragrance I did get on clearance in Fragrantica. It's going to be Dunhill's Icon. So even though I don't really wear this, I still think it's a great fragrance. I used to own it, sold it, got it back. And it's a really nice fragrance. A lot of people say it's a grape soda smell. I don't get the grape soda smell. I get more of like a pine tree smell to it. I think it's a really good fragrance. So it's like I'm not sure if I think it's considered an aromatic fragrance, but I would say it's like a green aromatic fragrance. So it's good for the hot weather. Maybe not the best for like super hot weather, but I would say like if it's a hot morning, hot, night or something, then I definitely wear this. But if you're looking for something like that's more like a de cologne that's really super fresh, this is not going to be that, but it's definitely one that's like safe for work, especially for the hot weather. I don't really have too many cheap fragrances, but this is definitely a good one for the heat. Next is a fragrance that you can find in like the $40 to $50, maybe $60 range. Even though this is a niche brand, you could still find them. It's Mansera, so Manseras always tend to be under $100, and I'm recommending Cedrat Boise. Cedrat Boise, it's a musky, citruses, and not really citruses like lemon or anything like that. It's like a fruit bowl, kind of. And yeah, I mean, the name is Cedrat Boise, right? So it is a projecting fragrance. But it is a musky, I would say slight powderiness that you get from it, but it's a really nice fragrance. I do prefer it over the intense version of it. And this has been a compliment getter every time I've worn it. I haven't worn it that much, but I have gotten compliments with this fragrance. But yeah, Mansera Cedrat Boise is another one that's really budget friendly. It's just going to be a little bit higher on the budget compared to the $20 fragrance. I would say it smells better than the $20 fragrance in the Dunhill Icon. Still maintaining a really good price tag. Next, we're going to go a little higher. So we're going to be in the $100. I'm not too sure. I know I've seen it on like Facebook groups going for about $110. I forgot how much this fragrance is retail, but I think I did purchase it brand new for like $110, which was a really good price for a new release. It's Acqua di Gio Elixir. This one's really good, especially for the price tag. This is a really fresh fragrance. The violet leaf is done very well in this fragrance. I say it every time, I'm not the biggest fan of violet leaf, but the way that they did it in this fragrance is really nice. And then on top of that, I think it's the best in the line. I have smelled the entire line. I have owned a few fragrances from the line, but in my opinion, this is definitely the best one. That's going to be Acqua di Gio Elixir. Then we're going to go ahead and raise the price a little bit more. I believe this fragrance, as a tester, you could probably find it around $140 to about $180 as a tester, maybe a little bit more, full presentation. I know Costco had like this deal. They might still have this like fragrance deal. It's like $100, and you can find like the 1.7 ml version of this. It's gonna be Silver Mountain Water by Creed. So I do have the tester. I got it a little while ago. It's gonna be in the same range. This is a C batch, so I'm not too sure exactly what year a C batch is. I think the new ones are like F batches or something. But this is going to remind you of something like a Mephisto. Really nice metallic scent. Obviously, Creed has a lot of great fragrances for the hot weather, but I've been in a kick lately of fragrances like Silver Mountain Water, like Mephisto. Just something I'm really enjoying. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't too big, like I wasn't the biggest fan of this scent DNA when I first got it. I didn't know if it was gonna grow on me or if I was just gonna hate it overall, or I was just gonna feel the same way about it, which I thought it was okay, but I really did enjoy the dry down of Silver Mountain Water, and I really just end up, now I really love this fragrance. So again, I've held off on making my favorite Creeds list just because I need to wear a few others a bit more before I make that list. But this one, I think from the last time I made the list, it's probably going to go a bit higher. But to make that Creed list is probably going to be a really hard list to make. And then we're going to go ahead and go with the highest, which we're talking about the 300 plus range. So we're going to go ahead and obviously get into a high-end designer, which is going to be Lamentate. For my favorite hater, he would probably say that I would mention Imagination, but guess what? Plot twist, Lamentate. I've worn this one in the heat. I feel like Imagination might be a little too strong for the super hot weather. I think Lamentate is like a perfect fragrance for the hotter weather, or just a better, I think I would prefer over Imagination for super hot weather, which, yeah, I mean, Lamentate, really nice, airy, ginger fragrance. Yes, people compare it to Tigar and people compare it to that kind of scent DNA. But I really enjoy this fragrance. And if you want me to compare this to Burlington 1819 by Roja, which I do own, I will take Lamentate every time. At least I won't be told that I smell like a fart, or it smells like someone farted in my car, just because I was wearing Roja 1819. And as you can see, I took that personally, even though I laughed it off that day, but it kind of hurt. But it is what it is. But I'm just kidding. That is all I have for you guys. That is all I have for you guys today. Please let me know what your recommendations would be if you're, or just, for this list. What's your list of the cheapest to the most expensive fragrance? What are you recommending? If you had to go by price for hot weather, this is probably in my collection what I would go and choose. Obviously, the higher end, or from the middle to the end in my collection, even Mansera, those could definitely change with other fragrances. But I just talk about Boise 7 Cobalt too much. And I just talked about Vetiver by Guerlain, so had to switch it up a bit. Picked other fragrances in my collection. Obviously, I do pretty much love a lot of, or each fragrance in my collection. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good one, guys.